Hello friends, I am Sarvojit Malik. I represent Team G from NITI Mumbai, and along with Suman Chakrabarti and Sumit Chaudhary, we will be presenting a case on Britannia.
Hello. First of all, let us come to the Indian snack market's projection. The estimated projection for 2014 is $4.14 billion. Now let us see what are the growth drivers for this increase in sales. First of all, India has been having a consistent GDP growth of over 5%, which has increased the purchasing power of the population. The literacy rate has increased to 75% in 2011, and the R&D activities resulting in the launch of new products from companies like Britannia, Frito-Lay and etc. have added to this rise in the purchasing. Now let us see what are the growth barriers. In India, healthy snack is a misnomer. Whenever the term snacks comes in our mind, we think it's full of calories. Next, what we have is health conscious people don't consider either biscuits or chips to be healthy as they have high sodium content. And moreover, Indian consumers eat in small quantities. When they feel like having chips, they have chips. When they feel like having biscuits, they have biscuits. We are quite different from the European countries where they eat in bulk. Now we come to the major competitors. First of all, we have PepsiCo with their brand Aliva, but sales of Aliva has dropped consistently from December 2000 to Jan 2013 by 60%. Now let's explore why this thing has happened. First of all, Aliva has been promoted as a snack rather than driving in the health benefits it has. Moreover, the Indianization of the flavors has not taken place. Next, we come to Parle with their brand Smart Chips of Monaco. This was withdrawn from the market in August 2011. This was mainly due to the same thing. The health prospect was not driven into the consumer minds, as well as no scientific explanation was not provided for the health benefits that it was providing. Now, these are our market insights. We have a huge untapped potential in the market. There is no established major competitor which we can properly exploit. And moreover, failure of our competitors are a learning lesson for us. We have to drive in the health benefits to our prospective customers. Now we have our target markets. First of all, we have targeted the urban executives who are educated and affluent. They are health conscious, but they are prone to coronary diseases owing to their sedentary lifestyle. The key focus for them is driving in the benefits of removal trans fats in reducing the cholesterol level. The cholesterol is a very big problem where urban executives are dealing with. Next are the homemakers and the working women of the urban Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities. These are figure conscious women ready to spend adequately for maintaining their physique. The key focus in this case will be removing trans fats from snacks and removing obesity and female infertility. These are a segment who refrain from having snacks because of the damage it does to their figure and increases obesity. Third is the aging snacker. These are the middle-aged people who are suffering from coronary diseases. They have to abstain from snacks because of the high calorific value and the trans fats level that is present in the snacks. The key focus in this case is that we have to project the appealing taste of the snacks, as well as we have to focus on the health benefits this provides. It will not hamper their present state of health they are having. Now for the brand positioning, we need to leverage the already trusted and honest brand image that Britannia has. NutriChoice is already an established brand in the market. We can launch our product in the name of NutriChoice Snackies. We have to project our product's health benefits coupled with the flavors satisfying the Indian tastes. We have seen from our competitors what they have faltered. They have not provided any scientific reason for why their snacks are healthy to our consumers. Next, we have to show what are the malefic effects of the other snacks which are not having these health benefits and are readily available in the market, which our consumers are having day in and day out in their activity. Next, we have chosen Vishwanathan Anand as our brand ambassador. He has a soothing personality. the corporates as well as our urban ladies can relate to him. This is that he is forming a target segment that is very premium, and he can appeal to the psyche of our urban crowd. Next comes promotions. We have chosen TV ads. This is a serial. This is a daily soap. Aaj Ki Housewife hai, which is quite well received among the Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities ladies. We have targeted the globalized lady through this. Next, print media. We have focused on business magazines and women-oriented magazines, and here our targets are the corporate as well as the modern ladies. Next, we have decided to co-sponsor the Mumbai Marathon. This is useful in promoting our product visibility among the corporates. Also, this is a very premier event, it will add to the popularity of our product. Now, Sharmajit will go through this part.
Now, we have seen all the traditional media, we have talked about all everything about promotions. Like, we have to target the Tier 1 cities and the corporates. So we go for a promotion strategy which is mainly based on social networking and mobile. So we see from the Nielsen Informate Mobile Insights that 27 million users in urban India use smartphones. So how can we use smartphones? Like we have a target segment of, we see that the West Zone, North Zone, South Zone and East Zone. The West Zone has the highest percentage of smartphone users. So we see that the awareness campaign in metros are 53% because of TV. But the internet ads are also catching up with 23%. We propose three strategies. First of all is a mobile couponing system which is known as a Shoppers, where a customer can use their mobile app to take a picture of the snacks which they have taken, and they can go for the shopkeeper and ask for a discount. Next, we have a quiz campaign on Facebook. Like Facebook touches our lives every day, we can organize a campaign called quiz that will be for the health conscious segment of the urban population. Next, we have the Health Beat promotional campaign, which is inspired by many companies like McVitie's has also done it. It is a sharing campaign where people share their happiness, or they gift help to their near and dear ones. Now, Suman, we have compiled a video which shows an advertisement of Snackies, and it also encompasses the ill effects of trans fat. Hope you enjoy it. So we see trans fat, it is a silent killer. It promotes obesity. Now this is the modern youth wants to be this, and it can transform them to this. Next, we have for the corporate women or the women of today, like it causes infertility, and it also has ill effects of cholesterol, which can lead to this. It accumulates. It helps in accumulating the plaque in the arteries, and it also disrupts the flow of oxygen, thus causing heart attack. We have collected the data from various sources like the Hindu and the Council of Medical Research India, and this is our tagline: zero trans fat snackies, and we say bye to trans fats. So, next.
Now let us look at our manufacturing strategies. Traditionally, East and South India have been the dominant consumers of Britannia brand. So the higher capacity lines will be installed at the manufacturing units at Kolkata and Bangalore. Now the manufacturing unit at Pantnagar will cater to the demands in the North India, and as West India has been traditionally a bastion of Parle, a manufacturing facility of small capacity will be installed at Mumbai. Next. Now Sharmajit will go through the supply strategy.
So our chief distributors will be the departmental stores in Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities, where we will target the corporate rich and the housewives where they shop, and there will be medium-sized retail outlets. So the general store vendors, and they should be motivated to sell the product. As the product is new in the market, we have competition from various other sources. So how can we incentivize them? We have short-term incentives plans, that is higher margin for the short term. We have credit schemes for them to stock inventory at the shops. We have glow boards that can increase the visibility of the product at their retailer. Also, we have a reflexive supply chain. If the product the demand grows higher, we can supply them at nearest peak point so that we can cater to the customer at the pain points. Next, we have the infrastructure facilitation to provide funds to beautify the stalls. That is, the visual merchandising should be there. Also, robust industrial packing to keep off rodents and other insects which can destroy the product, and it can also destroy the safety issues which are associated with the product.